It's coming through our consume digest. Hey, we're consuming this content. Where does it belong? Does it belong in an ASAP playlist because I'm consuming it at a specific period in time? When we build out temporal playlists professionally, is it included in there? Is it included in natural science, social science, esoteric? Well, wait, maybe it belongs in one of those, but it's super important to what it speaks to the culture, as a at least as a reflection of my consumption journey, that I'm moving it into a culture commentary playlist, specifically our most recent iteration, because this is a continuous playlist throughout time. So right now we're on culture commentary 6, but if you go into the archives, we've curated hundreds and hundreds of videos so far that fit within this category specific designation called culture commentary. My journey as a content consumer, how my content consumption led to culture commentary. Now, this started with my journey as a consumer, specifically in the gaming space, specifically related to Call of Duty. Back then, it was probably before monetization. People were quite literally just sharing their gameplay. I don't think that there was really any B-roll necessarily, or like, I don't even know if there was voiceovers during those days. People were just sharing their video. Maybe they had an edited montage. And then over time, hey, let's talk over this video. Hey, let's do a live commentary. Hey, let's actually dissociate the commentary from the actual B-roll and just talk about whatever while using video game footage to describe it. That was one of my first creator economy introductions to a live commentary as a content consumer. So I'm carrying that forward in terms of, hey, it's commentary, right? It's commentary, but it's also culture. So this can be extended to places outside of video games, outside of fashion, outside of politics, outside of brain rot, outside of all of these other designations where it's like, okay, well, why not say blank commentary or blank commentary? To this end, I thought that the use of this would be one of the flattest designations in order to attract its usage for people seeking to create content and to tag content, but also in terms of on a formal analysis of content consumption, to actually say, hey, well, what are we actually consuming? Like, what is content? There we go. In many respects, it's really just commentary, whether it's news, whether it's tripwire is really in its technical designation, primarily based on how many calories it takes to interpret the information. Those bits of content where you're consuming it at 1.85 speed, and then this content comes across your consume digest. Maybe it's a lecture, maybe it's deep contextual theory, and you're like, well, I gotta slow it down a little bit. I have to really process this information. That's what would be considered technical grade culture commentary. But generally speaking, when we come across content in so many respects, really it's culture. It's commentary. It's culture commentary in the most broadest sense possible. It's just a reflection of people's cultural expressions. And that's what I'd like to push forward in terms of all the many different types of culture commentary out there, from esoteric culture commentary to overshoot culture commentary to natural science culture commentary, gaming culture commentary, different flavors of political culture commentary, psychological culture commentary. It gets to be really interesting for me as a content curator, one, because we can package content in this context, and hopefully over time this will help the consumers of my content be able to affix an attribution quicker than if I had to assimilate a more contextual heuristic, as opposed to just adding a prefix in front of culture commentary to describe what I'm speaking about.